Our third speaker tonight, Maria Baltar, will be giving a speech entitled More Birthdays in the Blue Zone. It's her fifth speech, and she's a big Elvis fan. He unfortunately died too young. Maybe if he lived in a blue zone, he'd still be here. Come and welcome Maria.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. I had a birthday last week, last Monday as a matter of fact. Not a big milestone birthday, no big zero at the end of it, but a birthday nevertheless. And I found myself thinking, time really flies. I had a birthday just the other year. How did that come up so quickly? And then I started thinking a little bit about Jack Griffin, who made a comment that stuck with me once that said, you got to think about how many yesterdays you have and how many tomorrows you have. And I started thinking to myself, how many tomorrows might I have? And then I remember a saying that I heard once. Everyone wants to live a long life, yet no one wants to be old. How can you have it both ways? Then I saw the survey. They surveyed 2,500 individuals, and those 2,500 individuals, only 14% gave age as a determination of old age. They thought age really meant when you kind of like lost some of the joy that you had when you were younger. So how do you keep your happiness and how do you keep your joy? And I read a book called The Blue Zone. And I don't know if anyone heard of the Blue Zone, but there's only 5 blue zones in the world. These are communities and where individuals live well into their 90s, even into 100, and they live happy and healthy lives. There's only one blue zone in the United States. Any guesses as to where that blue zone is in the United States? It's not in Tampa. Right? No? Good guess. Close. It's in Loma Linda, California. And what they have in that community, they tend to outlive other Americans by 9 to 11 years. They're Seventh-day Adventists, so they have a real sense of community, a real sense of faith, and that keeps them healthy, and they live less stress-filled lives. Other zones, Nicoya in Costa Rica, they have a tendency to live 4 times more to reach their 90s than anyone in the United States, yet they don't have the health system we have in the United States. That's so superb. Then you have, well, sophisticated. Then you have Okinawa, Japan. Their claim to fame is that they reach old age, they reach their 90s, and they have less disabilities than anyone else. Then you have Sardinia, the island in Italy, and they have an interesting claim. No other area in the world has more men reach the age of 100 than Sardinia. And the last place, Nicaragua, Greece. In that small island, 1 out of every 3 people reach to be 90. 1 out of 3, happy and healthy 90. So I said to myself, well, I'd love to go and move to Greece, but not really realistic. So what if I go to the Blue Zone website and take the test and see what I can do living here in Tampa to reach a happy 90? And I took the test and I came up with some interesting facts. I'm actually 4 years younger than my chronological age, which made me chuckle because this weekend when I saw my mom, I told her that I was kind of getting to that point in my life that I was going to start thinking about lying a little bit about my age. And I was thinking that 4 would be a nice age to like take off my years. She looked at me and she said, well, if you yourself believe it, then maybe you can make someone else believe it. But now I feel I have like this document that says I'm actually 4 years younger. Wait till I see her this weekend. Then they told me that I could live to be 92 based on the test I took. 79 of those years will be really, really healthy. So how do I make the other ones healthy? Well, one of the things you have to do to be healthy, what they found in all these 5 communities is they had the right attitude, Jeremiah. No yelling. They had less stress-filled lives, and that was very important. I personally, I'm with you, I lost a couple of points due to that. I'd probably be younger if I hadn't let my coworkers get under my skin. The other one is moving. You don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to run marathons. The people who live these long lives, what they did is a lot of them, like for instance in Costa Rica, they had their own little vegetable gardens. They rode a bike to a friend's house, they walked to the store. So they had, every day they had some movement in their lives. Not strenuous, just everyday movement. What they also had is the ability to eat well. Have to give the Coca-Colas. Probably would have gone another year if I gave up my Coca-Colas. But they all eat a lot of vegetables. They're not vegans, they're not vegetarians, but they eat a lot of vegetables. They eat a little bit of everything. And then what I found the most interesting and is a sense of community. They have friends that they carry throughout their life. They keep in touch with their friends. They make new friends. They have a social network of people that are different from themselves. You get points if you have friends that are different from you in terms of their backgrounds, in terms of their experiences. And then what they also made friends at least once a year, a new friend. And I have good news for you. I suggest you take the test. It's not an easy, hard test to take. It's actually quite fun. But you'll be happy to know that you actually probably gain a couple of years just by coming here. Belonging to a group like this, the sense of community, showing up and having to every now and then make a speech, and the challenges that provides to you, and the community, the sitting here and having new friends and enjoying a meal together, actually adds years to your life. So another benefit of Toastmasters is that you actually added 2 to 3 years to your life. So congratulations on that. Thank you.